Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. It is the fourth Sunday in Easter. It's also the first Sunday in May. Under normal circumstances, we would be coming to the end of our normal Sunday morning religious education program. Our UVA students make up about 60% of our catechists, are gearing up for exams. We follow their calendar, so we begin in September and we end in May. These aren't normal circumstances. There's very little that's normal about our schedules right now because of the pandemic. So it's actually a great opportunity for us to stop and say, where does religious education really fit into our lives? Is it something that begins in September and ends in May? Is it something that we're coming to the end of so that we can start something new, which is summer? But in this period of time that is so unlike what we're used to, we can stop and say, actually, religious education does not begin and end. It doesn't start with the academic year and end with the academic year. It persists. You don't graduate from religious education. It's not sort of, first communion, confirmation, graduated, done. Religious education is a lifelong pursuit of answers to certain questions that are at the heart of every man and have been since time immemorial. So we've all seen the painting of the Sistine Chapel, and especially the part that focuses on creation. You can see the hand of God reaching out to the hand of Adam. And it's that reaching that is really captured in the pursuit, our lifelong pursuit in religious education. Another way to look at this is to think, say you're a child and you're looking forward to Christmas or your birthday. Something really exciting, right? Well, you get there and it's wonderful, but then it's done. You long for the next thing. What's the next thing we can be excited about? We are in the middle of the greatest and most exciting time of expectation for the only thing that does not disappoint. The only person that perfectly fulfills our every heart's desire, and that is God. The answer to the question that man has been asking, who am I? Why am I? Why do I exist? What for? Is we are made for by God, and we are made for God. We are made to unite with God perfectly in His love. And when we look at this, as we do in religious education, we look deeper and deeper and deeper, and He reveals to us the beauty and the perfection of His plan. It's a plan that's not just for all of mankind, it is for each and every one of us. It is His plan for me, it is His plan for you. Like I said, this is a lifelong question we're asking. This is a lifelong question we're asking. The psalmist asked it when he gazed up at the stars, and he says, when I look at the heavens, the moon and the stars which you established, the work of your fingers, what is man? What is man? And yet you have made him little less than God. You have bestowed on him his dignity, his worth, because you have created him for you and for your love. In the interest of exploring this more deeply and more richly at this weird time when we're in the middle, I would like us all to dive in together, and I am excited to announce that we are commencing a 12-week series on this question, and I invite you to embrace it as a family. This is going to be built on the lines of an Ignatian-style retreat that has been developed for children, and each week I will give you a packet, and in that packet you will have an image, a beautiful and intricate and fascinating image from Carol Houselander, and then you'll have a chapter unpacking the image. There's even an I Spy component in the image. There are questions for you to consider as a family. There are also some additional resources for those of you who want to go further out and further in, for older children who want to go deeper. I encourage you, in addition to attending Mass via live stream and participating as best we can through this virtual means, to take on this little bite each week with me. Like, I'll give you a video, establish it, but then unpack the packet together, read it together, talk about it together, and see what sort of beautiful fruit at this time we can all have together. Revelation from God is a lot like building a puzzle. We don't have the box. We lost the box. We don't even have the edges. We didn't build the border first. But each little piece that we put in is revealing a little bit more of his plan and is showing us in its perfection and its beauty. That is our life. We're building the puzzle. So this is our little contribution. We're going to work on a little corner of the puzzle together. This week, the subject is made for God. Made for God. Made by God, but made for God. I'm very excited to work on this with you. All of the resources we'll be using will be linked below this video, and week to week I will update you on that. Please invite your friends. You do not have to have been enrolled in religious education previously to take part in this. This is something we want to share. Everyone can make the most of this really weird and challenging time. Let us come together as families and let us pursue greater intimacy with the one who loves us better than anyone else can love us. The one, as St. Augustine said, our hearts are restless until they rest in thee. Let's come together. Let's march on towards God in the face of all. God bless you all and keep the faith.